Hello everyone, my name is Roman Kornev, and you are on the channel about stock trading. Recently on the currency pair Euro-Canadian dollar, I saw such a maximum. I immediately realized that I could make good money on it. This maximum is a signal to buy, but I will tell you when to buy a little later. Let's think about what makes this high different from the others. An attentive trader will notice that, for example, there is this high or this high, but these highs are not a buy signal. So what is the point? The point is that in order for this high to be a signal to enter a trade, the price after a strong upward impulse must roll back, that is, make a correction of at least 50%. To determine the correct correction, you can use a simple tool in the Metatrader platform, which is called the Fibonacci grid. On the top toolbar, take the Fibonacci grid and place it on the beginning of the crosshairs wave. Pull it up, and the Fibonacci grid is formed like this. And there's a 50 line. I'll mark it with a red line. So we can see that price has almost reached the 50 level. This is enough for the correction to be correct. You will see why when I move the chart a little bit to the right. So after we have done this simple math, we move the chart to the right. And what do we see here? We see the price breaking through the... I would like to point out that after the price has broken through this resistance level, the price has to go through a sufficient number of pips, which let's look at the chart for the entry that I'm about to show you. The entry that I am going to show you now on the chart was the maximum effective distance that the price must pass from the breakout level of this resistance level, and should be about the same distance as the correction before it. Let me show it with this tool. Look, I have roughly drawn the distance that the price has traveled from the resistance line downwards. Now I'm going to move this square up, and we can see that the price, after breaking the resistance line, went upwards by about the same distance. You can measure this with a ruler. Here we can measure the distance to the level 50. It was 929 pips here. It should go up about 900 points too. The accuracy in points is not important here. Just the proportion is important. That is, if the movement correction was 900 pips, then the movement after the breakdown of the resistance line should not be 100 pips, 200 pips. It should be 500, 700, 900 points. And after the price goes this distance up after the breakdown, it will come back. And when it comes back, it will come to this resistance line again. Only now, this resistance line will be called the mirror support line. By the way, I talked about these lines in my last video. Check it out in the tooltip. And now I will show the entry point on this support line. At the moment when the price touches this support line, a correction occurs. And this is the point where you can buy and make money on the upside. That is, at this. The moment you can buy, count on the price growth upwards. And here, as a rule, such a movement is also 50% of the previous movement. Well, let's say if we take this Fibonacci instrument again at the top and pull it down, then here the movement can be up to this level of 50. And let's take the ruler tool, let's do the math. It's 359 pips here, 360 pips here. In general, it is 350 points literally in a few hours. And if you trade one standard lot in the Metatrader platform, and even $100 is enough, you can earn $360 in a few hours. Why is it profitable to enter such trades? Because if you look at the H4 time frame, that is this segment that we are considering for buying. You are in an uptrend, and in an uptrend it is better to enter into buy trades. It's safer and less risky. If some terms still seem complicated to you, you are just starting to learn the market, then be sure to take my basic course on trading, especially since I give completely free of charge when you deposit only $100 to your brokerage account until the end of the summer. The link will be in the description. Look, go. Also write me a telegram. I will tell you how to get the course for free. Also now we will see on which currency pair is the best to trade with my trading robot. And by the way, if you are trading, earning with the robot, and withdrawing money in USDTs of your brokerage account to your crypto wallet, I recommend using Antarctic Crypto Wallet. Wallet is a cryptocurrency wallet that can be used to pay in stores in Russia by QR code on ruble terminals. Having USDT on your account, you bring your phone to the terminal, scan the QR code, and the payment is made in rubles with automatic exchange. That is, you don't need to cash out the cryptocurrency to pay in rubles. It's very convenient. I've been using it for a long time, using the link in the description. Download, install. It is simply in Telegram, installed on the link payment with crypto in stores of the Russian Federation. So, the best currency pair to trade with my trading robot Fly Dynamic now is the Australian dollar. I have been talking about it for a long time. Profitability for testing is 80% for the last 2 months with a drawdown of 15%. Who needs ready-made sets? They are provided in a consultation format. My specialist will set you up according to the following. Run and set up ready-made sets the Australian dollar is now in a sideways channel, which means that you can run it in buy and sell mode at the same time. So wherever the price goes up, down, the robot collects profits. This is very convenient. I love sideways trends, and I recommend you to trade with both the robot and hands. Now we will see more reversal points for trading hands. In general, if you need a trading robot, write on the link in the description to me in Telegram, and I will tell you how to get a robot for free. I remind you of a unique opportunity. If you have ever lost money in the market, may have bought a robot, he drained you money. I always give the robot free to test so that you do not lose money. You have the opportunity to run the robot before you run it on a real account. You can test it on a demo account. But if you have ever had losses with different brokers, you can write to me. Some brokers with whom I cooperate, and I work with many, have such an action compensation of losses. That is, you provide a statement about losses, write to me, open an account through my link with the broker. And when you replenish your account, I make you a compensation commensurate with your losses. Thus, you can, roughly speaking, recoup your losses by starting trading with a new broker. If you are interested in such an action, write me at the link in the description in Telegram. I will tell you how to do it. Gold is approaching the resistance line from which I expect a correction. Let's draw this line like this. The line looks, by the way, I give it in my VIP channel, so I give it to you today for free. And I give even more signals and selected points in my VIP channel. Subscribe at the link in the description. Look, right here, this is where I'm most likely expecting a reversal. Price, once it reaches this line, it can bounce back. You can capitalize on the decline, on the downside, and also if the price then breaks down further. Let's go like this. Here, we assume that the price will go further up. Here we have another resistance line. From this line, it is also possible that there will be a downward correction. And even if there is no correction from the first line, you can average up here. Make another sell trade. This way you can recoup the losses on the first trade and earn twice as much. This strategy is called averaging. I have a separate video on my channel. Subscribe to the channel, watch it. Also here you can consider the mirror resistance line. That is, look, if this happens, the downward correction from above, then here, when the price comes up, let's look at the H1 time frame. When the price comes back to this resistance level here, this resistance level will become a mirror support line. And from it, you can buy and make money on the growth. The same thing that we discussed on the Euro-Canadian dollar currency pair. On the Euro-dollar currency pair, it is the most popular currency pair on the Forex market. There is also a reversal coming up from the resistance line. Look, this is the resistance line. The price is now approaching this line, and as soon as it approaches it, there will be a reversal here with a high probability. The price will come up, maybe sell, and make money on the decline. I tell you how much to earn, how to cost and profit, and how to stop loss in my trainings. So come to my training. I have professional mentoring. I give my strategy, my knowledge, how to select reversal points most effectively to definitely not make money. I also like to trade on the news when the price quickly passes a large number of points where you can quickly make money. And not to miss such news, subscribe to my Telegram channel. Half an hour before the release of important news, I personally select these news, I enter trades, they quickly earn. In order not to miss, subscribe to the channel, put that the notification came. Then you will not miss profitable deals. As for manual entries into a deal, I like very mirror support and resistance line. See my video about it on the channel. I wish you a successful trading week. Trade with pleasure. Bye, everyone.